Woohoo!
I get a funny feeling inside of me, just walking up and down. Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I love London town.
Welcome back to Big Head the Nerd, and today's episode of the London Journeyman. We're back for the end of season review. We go through, have a look at the players, their statistics, whether they played well, whether they hadn't played well, and how they all are looking, whether we're going to replace anyone, not replace someone. Pre-season plan gets set now, so let me know down in the comments what you think as well, and I can incorporate that into the pre-season. So let's start off with the rewards. The overall best 11 for Crystal Palace. How many? Hanson's in there, Wilmot's in there, he's into this year. Madahibi, Brewster, Smith Rowe, and Carvalho. Obviously, he's left this year. A few players, as they are now, in the overall best 11. That's good. End of season awards. Brewster gets fans player of the season. Zian behind Curtis Jones in third. Blanco signing of the season. Pretty good. Tasty little 9 million from Barcelona. And our season review. Remember that point when we got to 4th? Oh, we went down as low as where? 15th, I think was the lowest we ended. And then boom, 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 up to 8th. Turned it around. And then once we were in 8th, that was it. We held it all the way through. 98% full. Average attendance only 25,000. It's quite low actually for for Premier League team. We need to up that a little bit. Match of the season. The 4-3 against United. Moment to forget. The 5-0 against United. Ouch. We told the team that they're going to go for a mid-table position. I did start by saying Euro Cup position. They didn't like it, so we changed it and put it back to a mid-table. We have, what was our confidence? Confidence is good. People love me. We had our facilities downgraded. Training facilities got downgraded because they were not what they not once what they were. They are not once what they were, or whatever it was. So we put into that straight away and said, "Oi, give me some more training." The guy said yes. 2.5 million going to be going to be spent to upgrade facilities over the sort of off period, be done by the end of August. So then let's get into the meat of the sandwich then, shall we? Let's have a look at our players, how they've got on, and look at their statistics. Before we go into it and look at the attributes as well, I'm going to quickly change the colouring here. So at the moment, I think 15 and up is gold, which is the top. I'm going to up that limit to, I think, 18. So 18, 19, 20 will be gold. Green will be anything from 15 up, and then 10 will start showing as, or anything below 15, sorry, will start showing as bad rather than good. To help us just reset our minds to think about the better players, because at the moment, 15 should be our benchmark, but I've set it as our gold standard. So have a look at Hanson. We're going to be back. Once it's changed, you'll see the difference. Okay, here we are now. So we're back. So now when you look at Hanson, see a bit more of the problems, don't we? We see a little bit about what's going on here. Handling's only 13, kicking's only 13. They would have ordinarily been green. They're now showing as red. This is proving my point that maybe they're not as good as we think they should be at this level. He is our best goalkeeper. Ryan Pardew-Raquez, the guy behind, isn't much better, let's be honest. But we need to maybe look at a goalie. He's wanted by Everton. He's only 25, so he could get better, but if we have money, maybe we need to spend it. If we have a look at his stats, so 66 goals conceded in 38 games, 1.6 per game, 75% shot save ratio. I'd like that to be closer to 80, and his held percentage is so poor. He doesn't hold any of them. That's what gets us in, man. That's the problem we have. 4 mistakes. Each mistake is a goal. Let's be honest. 3 in the FA Cup. 2 in the that's the European Championship. That's for his country. But yes, I just don't. No, he's not great, is he? He's okay, but he's made more mistakes this year. 2 goal mistakes, 9 just general mistakes. But if they're general mistakes, they must be goals as well, right? He's come out for some ridiculous corners he's not got. So Hanson's the goalie. If we can find another goalie, we will probably replace him. But I don't want to spend my money on a goalie when I think a central midfielder is more important. So we'll balance up with who's available and what we can do. If we look at our defenders, our top rated ability defender, Jonathan Panzo, the centre back we brought in, 27, still in his peak. Behind him, Boksha, the other guy we brought in, so that's good. We brought in 2 players that up the quality. You have Ethan Foster next. He wants to leave. He's wanted by Newcastle. Happy for him to go. He doesn't ever really play that well out on the right, and Bokja is better than him. Zerda next, Hoeva after that. Ben Wilmot then, and Madahibi fall after those. Yeah, not rated that well. Potential-wise, again, we've not got anyone with like blistering potential. Average rating overall, highest was Panzo, 6.96. Zerda, 6.94, 6.9. No 7s in there for the defenders. But they did have that horrible time in the middle of the period. I mean, pretty in the middle of the season. Tackles at 1 ratios. Zerda. Nesvik for the games played. 95%. 92 from Zerda. Bokja, 91. Panzo, 91. And Wilmot, 90. So good. All the defenders above 90. Bar Madahibi. Doesn't seem to make tackles. That's slightly worrying. Zerda, I think, should be the number 1. I got a little bit confused there, didn't I, over the season. Tackles per game. Panzo, Nesvik, Bokja, Wilmot not putting in so many tackles. But that's good. If one does tackles and the other one does interceptions, I'm happy. Fouls. Zerda 33, Madahibi 30. 29 for Bokja, and then Panzo and Wilmot. Wilmot down at 18. It doesn't make tackles, I suppose, so he doesn't make so many fouls. Interceptions. Kubilos is up there for his 1 game. Panzo. Oh, Panzo making the most interceptions and tackles. So it's actually Wilmot that's the weak link here. Not doing anything. Headers 1. Panzo again. Wilmot 8 just behind him. Headers 1 per game. Panzo 6.97. Wilmot 5. What the frick? Wilmot is off. Maybe another centre back's required. Jeez. Tackles less, intercepts less, and heads less. Goal mistakes. Madahibi got 2. Yeah, that's not good. 1 for Bokja. 1 for Panzo. That's not good. Mistakes overall though. Bokja highest. Madahibi after, but double the amount of games. So not double the amount of mistakes there. Panzo 35. Okay, so a slight issue with mistakes on the left-hand side. Assists from the guys at the back. Bokja 4, Zerda 4, Madahibi 2. Bishop got 2 out on loan. And that's our defence, really. Pass completion now. I wanted to look at this, didn't I? Panzo's is 70. Wilmot's 69. And they're ball-playing defenders. Ouch. So yeah, looking at it makes me think, actually, I mean, a left-back and another centre-back wouldn't go amiss. Replace the whole back 4 over 2 seasons. I'm not sure we're going to have the money to do all this, though. So they go on the list. Possibly another centre-back. Possibly another left-back when you look at it that way. Right, the midfield 2. Let's have a look at these guys. This is mainly those 2 holding roles. It's the Højbjerg and the Goretzka roles. If we look, Højbjerg 32 is one of our highest. Curtis Jones can play there. I wonder if we do. Tackling's not good. But if we did throw him in, he could play as a deep line playmaker. Would we be wasting him as a deep line playmaker rather than an advanced playmaker? But then if we lose it, depends who we get as a midfielder. But yeah, I don't really want to drop him back. So Højbjerg's there, Guest there, Goretzka there, but again, no one like. We need a very, very good attacking midfielder, central midfielder, I think. If we look at goals, we got Guest got 4 goals, Goretzka got 4. He got 3 of them in 1 game though. 3 for Jones, Højbjerg got 1 in the end. Assists coming from those guys, 5 from Højbjerg, 1 from Guest, 1 from Goretzka. Not many assists per 90 minutes then. Actually, Tommy Doyle, who he's 1, had the most chances created per 90 minutes. Doyle's up there, 0.43. 0.3. No one's really doing much. I wonder if it comes in the tackles. Pass completion 87%, 86%, 84%, not bad. Key passes per 90 minutes. This is the one I'm expecting. No, not showing anything here, are they? 1 for Højbjerg and that's it. Dribbles, I don't really care about dribbles. Crosses completed, 28% for Højbjerg. Tackles, Guest 98%, tackle 1. Jesus, 23 appearances, he got a 98% tackle 1 percentage. That's amazing. That's actually amazing. Woods got the same with his 7 games. Goretzka down at 87, and Højbjerg down at 82. Guest is a great tackler, apparently. What's he tackling? 13, passing 15, decisions 18. He's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Fouls. Højbjerg most by a country mile. Interceptions. Højbjerg. So they're not doing that much, are they, these midfielders? They're not really like causing. They're not adding too much in terms of assists or key passes. They're adding a bit, but not a lot. They're more the powerhouse and more the tackling outfit, which makes like Guest look like the best by far. Højbjerg is 32. Goretzka 33. I can't see him lasting another season Ryan Wood's 34. He's got to go. So, yeah, interesting. But that is definitely one area we need to improve. We need to bring in a very strong central midfielder, I think. So, now let's move on to the sexy end, the front end. So, let's have a look. This is where all of our talent is. Our ability here. Brahim Zian is the highest rated. Brewster behind him. Blanco just behind him. Curtis Jones then. Højbjerg's in there as well. But there are guys. Sam Diaz all the way off now. Dropped miles off the pace. Potential. Blanco, Zian, Brewster again. Ryan Gill's getting up there. Potential is creeping up. Maybe he gets played instead of Diaz this year. Maybe. Average rating. We've got some 7s in there. Brewster, Blanco and Zian all above 7. That's good to see. Goals, 20 for Brewster, 16 for Zian. 9 for Blanco in the end. 9 from 18 goals. Pretty damn good. Goals per 90 minutes. If you look at Blanco, comes in, tops the leaderboard. 18 games played, 1 sub appearances, gets 9 goals. 0.55, 0.5 for Brewster, 0.47 for Zian. They are our goal machine. That's our spearhead. Shots on target ratio, Brewster, Zian, Diaz up there quite high actually. Blanco all above 50, I like that. Shots per 90 minutes, Zian, Diaz, Culpepper was up there. Assists, 12 from Jones, that's where he made his money back. Brewster got some as well. Brewster got 20 goals and 8 assists, wow. 16 and 6 for Zian. 5 assists from Blanco in his game. So assists per 90 minutes, Jones up there highest, Blanco second. Blanco, fucking good run for his money, eh? Goals per 90 minutes and assists per 90 minutes. First in goals per 90 minutes and second in assists per 90 minutes. I like that. And that pressing forward role seemed to work as well. Chances created, Brewster, top. Blanco second. Headers 1. Zian. Is Zian the header of the ball then? Heading's only 9. And he's 6'1" though. Key passes, or pass completion. Okay, that's fine. Key passes. Jones. Smith Rowe. Just creeping in somewhere, but again, behind Jones, I don't see Smith Rowe getting many games. Dribbles, I don't really care about dribbles. Crosses. Højbjerg, okay. So really the answer is, the question is, do we look at this man, Mr. Ryan Gill, 24 now. Backup player, could still improve, but 24, he's getting quite old. Can't pass. Does he go in as our backup striker and Diaz drops off a little bit? Sammy Diaz got, what did he get in the end? It says 5 goals, it can't be 5 goals. And he got 5 goals. 14 million he's worth. He might be worth selling on. He's wanted by Huddersfield. If we can make some money off Sam Diaz, I'd make it, man. If I get 10 mil for him, that's 10 mil I can invest in a youngster. And when you look at his stats like this, he's quick, he's got some good determination and got first touch. Can't fire the ball though. Interesting. Didn't realise how bad he was. So let's have a look at all positions. See our best player, Zian, Panzo, Brewster. Hey, see Hansen's straight up there, 4th best player by rating. Seems crazy. So if we're looking to replace, I think Wilmot maybe could go. Didn't have a good season stats-wise. Zerdo, we could look for a better left-back, depending on what's going out there. Definitely need at least one central midfielder, if not another. Strong box-to-box midfielders who I'd like. Attacking-wise, I'm happy, but we need to make sure we've got some backup. We need to make sure on our potential, we've got some guys coming through. If we had a look at, actually, John Smith, let's get him straight up into the first team. John Smith, where are you? Because if we look at potential, he should be right up here. 3rd highest potential. He's not bad. For his age, for 16 years old, he's not bad. He can pass. He's got 11 passing. He's got the first touch. He's got the finishing. Whether we use him more, he comes in, what is he, like 7th? But Culpepper's still hanging around. How much Culpepper worth? 2.7 million. He's worth just keeping now. He's worth bugger all. Gill, I think we bring in and use more than Diaz. We try and make some money selling Diaz. Worth 14 million. Brewster, Blanco and Zian are our top ones. So yeah, it's about making sure we've got some backup here then. Because we don't have a lot of potential. So we don't have a lot of youngsters. We may go for quite a few little freebies. You know how I like to work. Try and get some people in that we can sell on. If we look at our budgets, we've got 53 million. Wage budget of 162. If we can clear some wage budget, that will give us some money as well. If we have a quick look at contracts. Whoop, wrong button. If we go to the contract. Who is on the big old wage? Zian Højbjerg. Højbjerg's on 92 grand. Delighted to be here, but man, that's 92 grand we could get back. Blanco's there, Goretzka's there. Again, one of them goes, we get a lot of money back. Smith Rowe's on a lot for what he does. Foster, 55, he could go easily. Some of the guys aren't as high. Like Woods is down a lot lower. Culpepper's a lot lower. Okay. We've got enough. We've got a plan. If we have a look at the tactic, I think the tactic will stay pretty much the same. We may do something with defensive line. We got caught out a few times with the defensive line, but maybe not too much to worry. I want to replace someone in the middle. I'd be happy. Ideal, I'd take a new goalie, a new central midfield defender, a new left back, 1 or maybe 2 central midfielders, and that's it. And then bring in some youth players. I think that's where I'd like to go. We haven't got the money to do that. Let's get the high potential guys up, actually. Let's get the high potential guys up to the first team. Because we can bring them in then to the mix. If we look at the potential. Yeah, Hideo Amai. Very, very good potential. Doesn't look like he's got it here though, does he? But yeah, train him up as a winger. He could be of use. If we're going to sell some of our backup players. But yes, so that's the plan then. So we're going to go in. We're going to try and get ourselves definitely a central midfielder would be number 1 choice. Goalie then number 2. Number 3 would then be defenders. And we see where we go from there. I need to bring in some youngsters with some potential because we have no backup. We've got a very small squad. I need to keep it lean. We don't really have the money to push any higher. And I can't go out and sign people on more than 100 grand because we don't have it available in a wage budget. We don't let people go that high. So that's that. Oh, I just seen it. When I pull this, got fickle. Zerda's got fickle personality. I do not look at this enough. Anyway, we'll leave that there. If you have enjoyed, smash the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you back next episode for the start of Season 11. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.